All right, everybody, welcome back. It feels like everywhere you turn these days, AI is popping up.
Yeah, no kidding. It's really gone from like a far off sci-fi thing to
Sure.
something we're seeing and using like all the time. And for people in leadership roles, especially knowing how to really make the most of AI, it's not just like a bonus anymore.
Sure.
It's becoming mission critical.
It really is. And to really dig into this, we're diving deep into this article. Leaders must adopt AI to stay competitive.
Oh yeah, good one.
By you what?
Right,
So our goal today is to understand, why is this so important right now?
right.
And for you listening, how can you actually start using AI to do better in what you're already doing?
Yeah, and the article, it just jumps right in with this bold statement. AI can automate up to 40%
Wow.
of tasks that are just like, over and over again. But then that makes you think, okay, well, what happens to all the people who are doing those tasks?
That's a really good point. It's not just about oh, this is more efficient. It's about what happens to the team. How do you help them learn new skills
Hmm.
so they can focus on things that really need that human touch?
Yeah, for sure. And that's where you need a leader who's thinking strategically.
Absolutely.
This isn't about replacing people. It's about giving them the tools, the AI tools,
Right.
to do their jobs even better.
I like that. Now, the article gets into some really interesting real-world stuff happening right now. For example, OpenAI is partnering with Kakao, and they're putting AI right into KakaoTalk.
Oh, wow.
That's the biggest messaging app in South Korea. So we're talking hundreds of millions of people using AI every single day.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that just shows you this isn't some niche thing anymore.
Right.
AI is everywhere. It's in the stuff we use every day.
It makes you wonder, what's next? What does it mean for how we communicate,
Mm.
keeping data private, even national security, all that?
Those are the big questions, right?
Yeah.
And it really highlights why we need leaders who get it,
Yeah.
who understand both what AI can do, but also, the risks that come with it.
Definitely. Now, another thing the article talks about is Malaysia's strategy. They're going all in on becoming a regional data center hub using 5G and platforms like DeepSeek.
Uh-huh.
What's the big deal about that?
So think of a data center hub as like the
Yeah.
central point where you're storing and processing tons and tons of data. And 5G is super important for that because it's super fast, low latency, and that's crucial for all those AI applications that need to handle massive amounts of data. And then you've got platforms like DeepSeek that give developers the tools and algorithms they need
Right.
to actually build and launch AI solutions.
So Malaysia's basically saying, hey, we're going to be major players in the global AI scene.
Exactly. They're attracting investment, they're attracting talent, and they're setting themselves up to be a center for AI innovation.
That's really smart. Now, looking at all these examples, there are some key takeaways for leaders, like efficiency, better collaboration, keeping costs down, and scaling things up.
Right. And if we think about you listening, how can you use these things to your advantage?
Mhm.
What processes could you streamline? Are there partnerships you could explore?
Mhm.
Maybe even tech upgrades you should be pushing for within your organization.
I like that. Now, the article also highlights something called Project Stargate, this collaboration between OpenAI, Oracle, and a few companies in Korea.
Yeah.
What's the key takeaway there?
This one's really interesting because it shows how even groups that seem totally different can team up
Oh, yeah.
to work towards a common goal in the AI space. They're sharing resources, their expertise, bringing different perspectives to the table.
Right.
It's a great example of how collaboration can be a game changer when it comes to innovation in AI.
It really is. So let's get practical for a second. How can you, as a leader, start taking action? The article has some really good advice for project managers specifically, but it can easily apply to any leadership role.
Totally. First things first, you got to look at your processes. Like, where could AI actually add value to what you're already doing?
Yeah.
What are those pain points, the things that slow you down, those tasks that just eat up time and resources?
Right.
Once you've figured that out, start thinking about partnerships. Who could you work with to create AI solutions
Yeah.
that fit your specific needs? Remember, you don't have to start from scratch. There are probably others out there struggling with the same things who would love to collaborate.
And last but not least, you have to think about the tech side of things. Are there upgrades you need to make?
Yeah.
Should you be moving to 5G? Would cloud-based tools make it easier to manage all that data?
Absolutely. The bottom line is the future belongs to leaders who are proactive. Don't wait for AI to disrupt your industry. Be the one who disrupts it.
Love that. So as we wrap up here, I have one last question for everyone listening.
Yeah.
How are you going to use AI to shape the future of your organization?
It's in your hands, really. Start small, experiment, don't be afraid to fail, and never stop exploring what's possible. The future is yours to create.
That's it for this deep dive. See y'all next time.
See ya.